Alright, so today I'm going to be doing a top 10 summer scents that will all cost you, I believe, under 50 bucks, last time I checked. So I don't really have a particular order as far as what number 1 is or what number 10 is. I just think that all of these are good examples of fragrances that you can get that aren't going to cost you a lot of money. You're going to smell great, and you'll smell pretty unique. I mean, all of these kind of have their own scent, or their own little twist on what a summer scent is. And for myself, I live in a very hot climate, so 6 months, maybe even longer, closer to maybe even 8 months out of the year, it's fairly hot here. And at least 5 of those 6 to 7 months ish are 90-degree weather, around there, if not hotter. So I guess without making this any longer than it has to be, I'll start off with this one. So I did a review on this a little while ago, and I still love it. And it's Mercedes-Benz Silver. It's a fantastic rhubarb fragrance. So Olivier Cresp did it. I forgot when it came out, but it is very clean, crisp, refreshing, and crunchy, if that makes sense. So kind of vegetal, and the rhubarb is very nice. I compared it to Hermès's Rhubarb Escalarte, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm awful with the pronunciations, but it comes in a red bottle, black cap. That smells phenomenal as well, but it's a little bit pricier than this one. This rhubarb note comes pretty close, and for the price, I think it's great. So it's a 4.2 ounce bottle. Highly recommend this one for the summer if you want to smell unique, something a little bit different. Everyone's gonna like it. That's a good option. Next, we'll go with one that I really enjoy, and I like the EDP of this one quite a lot. And I just picked this one up a month or two ago. It's Guerlain Homme Le Boisee, and this one smells very similar to the EDP, but everyone always says it has this mojito vibe, which is kind of a lime. I don't get not really a booziness to it, but definitely you get the lime and the mint in here. Very, very, very good fragrance. If you know anything about Guerlain, they put out quality, so you're not going to go wrong with this scent. That lime and the mintiness from the EDP lends it to the summer a little bit better than the EDP. So EDP is still great. You could wear it in the summer. I have, and I will continue to. But now that I got this, I'll probably spray this one a little bit more in the summer than other months. Great fragrance. Also not very expensive. Next, we've got Bvlgari Man Extreme. So this one is also got some uniqueness to it. It's got a cactus note in there that kind of sets itself apart from other fresh fragrances. And it's, let's see, I haven't worn this in a little while. It's really woodsy from what I remember. And let's see, fresh, bright opening, citruses on top, as most of these are going to be, and on skin, the cactus note does come out more. And I think right now you can pick up a 3.4 ounce 100 ml bottle for about 40 bucks, 45 bucks. So not bad. And again, you're gonna have a unique smell. The cactus note is great, and I forgot to mention the other two. Longevity's decent. It'll last you most of the day, and depending if you're in high heat, it's gonna burn off faster, obviously. And just kind of as an aside note, all of these fragrances work well with the high heat and sweat. So sometimes if you have like a more of a gourmandish fragrance, or something with a little bit more like resins or something that's heavier, right? Amber notes and whatnot. They turn syrupy and they turn a little bit cloying, and it's almost chokes you out. All of these will not do that. You know, they will either just dissipate faster, or they kind of get enhanced also, you know, mixing with your own body chemistry and whatnot. So back to my list, right? So Bvlgari Man Extreme, another one, highly recommend. Let's go with this one is one of my favorites. I put a pretty good sized dent in this 100 ml bottle, and I wore this a lot last summer. This smells like sweet tarts, so kind of funky. If you know what sweet tarts smell like, but just more of the tart than the sweet. It's not a sweet fragrance at all. Very, very good lemon note on here, and it is, I think it's awesome in the heat. It is a blue bottle, but it doesn't smell like a blue fragrance. So if that's something, I know a lot of people hate on the blue DNA, this is not a blue. It's a fresh DNA, right? It's citruses, but it's not a blue DNA. It's heavy on the citrus. Like I said, it smells like sweet tarts, and it kind of dries down to like a clean laundry kind of smell. So really good, really good fragrance, and I think it's only like $20. I think I paid $20 for this. There are 2 other ones in the line, so make sure if you are looking for this one to grab. This is Tous Sport, right? There's Tous the original, which I believe it comes in a silver bottle, and there's another one that I think it's called Extreme or something like that. Haven't smelled either one of those. This is the only one I've smelled. I highly recommend it. This is, you know, everyone always asks about compliments. I hardly get any compliments in general. This is one that I've gotten it with, kind of random. I was picking up some stuff at the grocery store, and cashier said that she could smell it, and it smelled good. So take that for what it is. Let's see. So here's another one. So we're at one. This is Uomo. All right, and then this one is by I always butcher his name. I want to say Emilio, but it's not Emilio. It's Zegna, right? So anyway, this guy right here, I picked this up for $8 at Ross. $8 fragrance. Violet. You're going to get a lot of violet out of this. So, and it's not the gasoline Fahrenheit violet. It's the fresher, not as petrol take on it, right? So I'm not sure if that's the flower or the root. I'm not an expert. I'm just someone who likes fragrances, but I know that it's a violet note. And as far as bang for your buck, you cannot beat this for $8. This is probably on discounters everywhere. I'm pretty sure 100 mils like $20 or $18. I think this is a 50. What is this? This is a 30 mil. So 30 mils for $8. No brainer. If you see this anywhere at your discounters, pick it up. You're not going to be disappointed. It's nothing breathtaking. It's not going to blow you away, right? But again, summer, these fragrances wear out quickly, right? So you might have to reapply. But when you're spraying an $8 fragrance that smells good, and you don't have to worry about burning through a whole bottle and spending, you know, like if you, let's say, whatever it is, if it's a Chanel or, you know, something indie or niche or even a more expensive designer, it's not costing you, you know, that much money to spray to reapply this, you know, throughout the day if you have to, or just, you know, wear something else at the end of the day. So on to the next one. This one is Scent Story 24 Ice Gold. This one, as you can kind of tell, it's got this frosted glass to it, right? And dead on, I don't know, they probably did, but very, very close. I don't want to say clone, because I don't think it was a clone, but inspired by the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense Parfum, not the Parfum. This smells like the Parfum, but it's not it's a unisex fragrance, right? So the other ones were pretty masculine, in my opinion. I think they lean a little bit more masculine. Obviously, a woman could wear them without a problem, but this one is towing the line a little on the unisex vibe. But oh man, it smells so good. My fiance likes wearing this one as well. It lasts a very long time. It lasts probably out of all of these, for me at least, this one's one of the one that lasts the longest, and it's a good fragrance, right? So if you smell Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense Pour Homme, you'll get a little bit of a vibe of what this might smell like, but it is much closer to the Parfum, which I personally enjoy more, obviously, because that's why I got the bottle. Next, we're gonna go with Eau de Rochas. Okay, this was a blind buy, and one of the best blind buys that I've ever done. This right here is awesome. I know there's like a cult following for this fragrance, and I can see why. I know why now. It has such a beautiful lemon opening, very, very good citrus, and then after 30 minutes, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and somewhere in that time frame, it starts going into the mid, and it starts to develop into a woodier, but you've got a leather note in here. I don't know if other people have picked it up, but it comes out on my skin, and I love it. I love leather fragrances. I don't have enough, but believe it or not, it works really well in the summer, even though it's a leather fragrance. You get the citrus in the open. So this is a classic fragrance. I don't know how old it is, but for this one, another one, under $20. I think I got this. I paid like $18 or $19 for this bottle. Pick it up, and you won't be disappointed. If you don't like it, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but very, very highly recommended. Especially if like I said, that one is gonna smell different, especially on the dry down. If you want something that is affordable and it's going to have a development, which is also nice, because more often than not, cheaper fragrances, less expensive fragrances don't really go through the note pyramid and those transitions as much. This one does. So, pretty cool. This is the only, if you want to consider this a niche brand, the only one that I've got on here, but it's not a niche priced fragrance. Molton Brown. It's coastal, cypress, and sea fennel. So that's exactly what you get. I mean, this is a brand out of the UK, and they do really, really good scents for, this was, I think, $40 for 50 ml. So it is a little bit more on the expensive side. You're only getting 50 ml for $40. But this smells very clean, crisp, refreshing, just like all the others. But it's got that fennel note gives it a twist, and that's what I like about it. Also, it's easy to wear. You can kind of dress it up, or it'll hold up in a little bit of a nicer attire, and this one won't. It's not a projection beast. I kind of noticed that with more UK based fragrances, is they sit a little bit closer to the skin, and but they're nice. Molton Brown, I don't know if you've heard of them or not, but check them out. I got this on discount at through Saks Off Fifth on their online site, and I got another one, Russian Leather, which is another nice fragrance. I enjoy both of them, and I think like I said, if you want to smell a little bit more on the unique side in the summer, this is a good option. And last but not least, Banana Republic Linen Vetiver. Alright, so I had a bottle of this. I had a 15 ml that I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. I lost it somewhere along the way. This was about 2 years ago. And I had been looking for it for a while, but it had never really... I found it at the outlets, at Banana Republic outlet. I think I paid like $10 for it, for 15 ml, which you know, not a bad price. But every time I looked for the larger bottle, they were going for 45, 50, even upwards of $60 for this. And I knew that if I waited long enough, I could find it for a good price. 2.5 for $20, 23 with tax at TJ Maxx. So this right here, love this scent. This one and Vintage Green are my two favorite from the whole line. Linen Vetiver, it's not your kind of Guerlain Vetiver or Encre Noir Vetiver. This is your clean, hence Linen Vetiver. Fresher take. You do get the grasses, but it's just so pleasant. And it's not generic, right? When you think linen, you think of fresh laundry and that kind of like laundry scent. It doesn't have that laundry scent, right? None of these, none of these really have that laundry scent. This is probably the closest one that dries down to it, but perhaps the Zegna as well. But this one doesn't, and it lasts on my skin, which is unusual because I have pretty average skin to not good as far as performance goes because I have drier skin. But this lasts on me for a long time, and it's unsuspecting, right? I'll forget about it, and then I'll get a whiff of it randomly throughout the day. So if you can find this, I suggest picking this up. If you can find Vintage Green in the $20 to $30 range, I suggest picking that up as well. Smell it before, obviously, if you can. Don't blind buy it, but that would be another good option, which I think that one's a little bit, I don't know how it would do in the heat, but this one does great in the heat. Again, if you'd like a full, more in-depth review on any of these, please let me know. Comment down below. Love to answer any questions about it, and also just kind of let me know if there's anything else you're interested in that you if you've visited my Instagram page, which is at TriPoint Scents. It's the same name. Anything I've highlighted there, or I've got a lot of samples that I'm going to go over as well. I appreciate the feedback. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I know it's gone on probably longer than you wanted, and I'll try and find some timestamps and maybe make this a little bit more organized in the description. So again, thanks again. Yeah, have a good night.